Hi, this is Christine reporting in on the ancestral territory of the Coast Salish peoples. With gratitude to all my relations. So it's my third full day up here in the aerial camp at Brunette Creek Conservation Area as part of a Stop the Pipeline action. Just give you a quick pan of the camp. Lovely people. Yeah, lovely community. Yeah, something I'm reflecting on today is the medicine of community and just the medicine of faith in humanity. It's very different from hope in humanity. So one wonderful thing about this place, as I'm sure it is in lots of other places where land defenders get together and defend land, but surely lots of other different causes too, is it brings together people. Humans are, of course, a social species, always have been. That's how we got to where we are today, for better or for worse. Let's stay positive and think it's for the better. So, yeah, at the camp, there's always people coming by, supporters of all sorts, all colors, all ages, all total, just a great diversity of people, and who just want to support. Some people are dedicating a lot of their time to the camp, real champions to the cause, to just make sure we've got constant vigilance here, so that Trans Mountain expansion folk don't come by and decide that it's not occupied and therefore they can chop down these trees, which are beautiful. And some of them are very big, like the one that I'm strapped up to. But yeah, and otherwise also supporters coming by, bringing coffee, bringing food, bringing gifts and offerings. I have been so blessed. Drummers from the Kurdish unique drumming that the wonderful Lausanne has been offering, to the First Nations drumming circle that set up last night, and just basically that was my lullaby. It was just some of my favorite songs as well, but yeah, like the Coast Salish women's tune, which I hope to learn better someday to actually sing alone versus slurring it in my best efforts on marches and at events. But I also received some wonderful gifts. So I received an offering of tobacco from a lovely man called Eric, and that's a true blessing. And I also received a braid of sweetgrass, and I have every intention of burning it with much safety. And yeah, with a lot of ceremony. There are difficulties up here, and no different from difficulties down there. So yeah, I'm just feeling really blessed by that. And the reflection I wanted to really draw out was just how this is a medicine. We are a social being. Part of what we're unraveling right now in terms of social damage is the damage of the Thatcher-Reagan era. You know, Thatcher famously said there's no such thing as society. You know, that was basically the ushering in of a form of capitalism called neoliberalism. And that's kind of unraveled a lot of the progress that was made in the post-war era. And it's not been good. Humans are social. We used to have much more social interaction and bonds. And now we live in an age of loneliness, and it's just such a tragedy. So what this has really done for me in any case is it's like conditioned co-production. It's the great Buddhist teaching, actually, that everything is dependent on everything else. Only the unconditioned cannot be conditioned, is independent. Everything else, so everything on this earth within our sphere of existence is conditioned. We are conditioned beings, and conditioned co-production means that as one thing arises, so does everything else. And that's been just, the way that this camp has manifested has just been like a miracle. The fact that I'm in this tree seems miraculous as well, because I've never done anything like this before. I'm actually a respectable human being, just so that you know. And but what this has done is I just see it, the lighting up in the eyes of everyone that comes to this camp. There's this resonance, this deep, heartfelt relief and joy, and who knows whatever else, gratitude, you name it, all this positive emotion around connecting with others who care very deeply about the state of our planet, about the state of the planet that we're going to hand over to future generations. Truly heartfelt, very deep, hyper existential stuff. And to connect with individuals who have that same urgency, that same niggling that you just can't ignore. It's like you can't unsee something that you've seen. So the coming together of people, especially in a place like this, it's almost like every person that comes here is like an added coal onto this fire. And the fire is just getting bigger and warmer. And yeah, it just feels full of potential. You know, like leave it to a group of concerned individuals to change the world. And that's what we need to do. The Trudeau government bought this pipeline without consulting anyone. I don't remember being asked if I wanted a pipeline. The costs are ballooning, the markets are disappearing. There's no reason to cut down these trees. There's no reason to dig up the peatlands of the Boreal in northern Alberta and the tar sands. There's no point. There's no point. And may we all find our medicines, whether that is in ritual ceremony, whether that is in community, whether that is in time in nature, solitude. Find your medicine, share it with others. Peace.